Welcome back. Let's discuss the next machine learning project, that is predicting forest covers. So the complete detail about this project is available on my website projectbasedlearning.com. So in this project we will predict forest covered based on various attributes, that is cartographic variables of the forest. Hence this is a classification problem. The final goal is what we achieved is getting 70% accuracy in this project. So let's get started. So the first step is to find out attribute details. So attribute information you can see on the screen. You can find the details about it on the website. So let's see the code. So let's have a code walkthrough. So first we are creating a class which will act as a schema for our data frame. So this is the schema of the data we have already loaded into Databricks environment. So here we are creating forest df by using forest schema. So this schema is defined by forest class. So this is the forest class we have defined. We have an elevator, aspects and all those details and various types of soil, and the final portion is cover type. This cover type we need to predict. Those are 7 values. So we will load the data because our cover type dot data is the data file. So it is present over at this location and we have a header in that file. So we have specified header as true and we have loading this data and displaying the data. We are not using forest df.show. Instead we will use the inbuilt command of Databricks environment, that is display, and that will display the data. So let's execute the code. So you can see data has been displayed on the screen. So here we are using forest.describe.show. Describe will print the summary statistics. Instead of .show, I will move it into the display part because show output is cumbersome. So I want to make it very viewable. So I am using display function. So if you see display forest df.describe. Describe is a function that will print the minimum, maximum, standard deviation value, count, average and mean and max value for each and every column. So this will perform the complete statistics of the data frame. So here you can see complete steps have been mentioned. This is the schema of our data type and this will be the statistics, mean, maximum, count by using describe function. So you can see statistics has been displayed. So mean, maximum, standard deviation, mean and count has been displayed. We have around 0.5 million records. So this is the data and these are the attributes. So for every column. So this is the final column which we will be performing the prediction. This is the cover type. So 1 to 7. So this is the code for printing the schema. Forest df.print schema. Next step will be performing EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. So here you can see exploratory data analysis. So for that we will be creating a temporary view in Spark environment. We will name as forest data. So by using forest df dot create or replace temp view forest data, this will be the view name. And once we log out from Databricks environment, this data will be lost. So every time we need to create it. So we can perform SQL commands. So here we are writing Spark SQL. For that we have derived 3 columns. Select hillshade 3 p.m. hillshade 9 a.m. cover type from forest data. So these are the columns available in our data, that is hillshade 9 a.m., noon, 3 a.m., 3 p.m. and cover type. So here you can see the data. It performs a diagonal line, and make sure we perform the following things. Series grouping is by cover type. We need to drag this cover type over here and these 2 columns in values. So the hillshade will be on x-axis and hillshade 3 p.m. will be on y-axis, and we are grouping it by cover type, and click on apply. So here data will be displayed. If you want to maximize it, you can drag it like this way, so the graph will be maximized. The same thing we will be performing for historical distance to hydrology, vertical distance of hydrology, and cover type. So these are the select statements. Just be using the plotting option, we are grouping it. So we are not writing any complex query, we are just utilizing the Databricks environment to do all the needful, and click on apply. So this is for, we have derived EDF for various columns. So all the details have been available on the website. So historical distance and all those aspects and query have been covered in the website. You can visualize it. So here you can see a shape of historical shade 3 p.m. with respect to aspects and group by cover type. So here also we can see plotting option. Cover type is for series grouping, and the values are aspects and hillside 3 p.m. So here you can see graph is getting generated. So all these details have been provided on the website. Now let's look at the machine learning models. So first we are dividing the data into 70-30. So for that we are using random split. Random split is a function in Scala that will split the data with respective of weight. So 0.7 and 0.3 means 70 and 30, and we will split the data and load it into train and test data frames. So these 2 data sets will get created, and that we will be using for testing purpose, training and testing. So we have divided the data into 70-30. So next step will be creating vector assembler. So all these vector assembler details have been available on the website. So splitting the data, how to prepare the data, what is the purpose of vector assembler. Vector assembler is a transformer that combines a given list of column into single vector column. So all this individual column will be clubbed into a single column named feature, and the output column, that is the things we will be predicting, that is the cover type, will be named as label column. So we need to work in the form of feature and label function in Spark in order to predict something. So this will act as a single record and with the respective label. So this is the feature and label connection by using vector assembler. So details have been provided on the website. Now we will be training the data into using decision tree classifier model. So here we have written val dt equal to new decision tree classifier. Set label column as label column. So this label column will be passed over here, and set feature columns as feature. So this feature column, feature and label column will be passed for decision tree creation, decision tree classifier model creation. So we will write val model equal to dt dot fit training data. Training data is created over here. This is the training data. It is derived from train, that is 70% of records and 30% of records. So once the model gets trained, we will be preparing testing data. The model get created. So here we have specified preparing the testing data. Now we will rename the cover type as true label, so we can perform the evaluation. So for that testing purpose, we will also again use assembler dot transform test select feature columns and cover type as true label, so that we can compare the results. So finally the training data will be also named as feature and true label. So using prediction, we'll create a model dot transform testing data. Testing data is created on the above step, this step. So this testing data is passed to the model which we created using decision tree classifier, and we will predict the feature, prediction and true label. So finally we will display the prediction. So here you can see, the prediction is 3 but true label is 4. So the cover type is, so this cover type, that is forest type. True is 4 but we have predicted 3. Prediction is 4. Here also the lot of data is matching. We won't be getting 100% accuracy. So we will find by using, we will evaluate how much accuracy we are getting. So if you run evaluator or for multi-class classification evaluator, we need to pass the true label column over here, prediction, and set matrix name as accuracy. These are the predefined step for any kind of evaluation in classifier. So we are evaluating it and we are printing the accuracy by using evaluator. So here evaluator, we have defined it. We have passed the true column and prediction column, because true column, this columns, true label column and prediction column, and finding out the accuracy. These are the metrics which are already predefined in Apache Spark, so we can directly use and find the accuracy. So we got 0.7, which means out of 1 we are getting 0.7. that means 70% accuracy we are getting from this project. So this is how we are predicting forest cover. That's all for this lecture. See you in the next video.